Okay, hello, beautiful divine collective. This is your divine psychic medium, Lane the Liaison, here with a message for you, especially if you keep coming across the symbol or the imagery of the honeysuckle, or you are feeling a message coming from your parents, especially if your parents have passed on in this lifetime, or if this is just a message that has been passed down through the generations. Let's go ahead and get the energy of the person who is sending you this message. Okay, we already have a lot of energy. The first one that came out was your dreams are closer than you think, number 44. We also have Heart Eater, number 13 on the back of the deck. We have a lot of other energy out, but before we get into any of this, I would like to go ahead and also pull some more omens. So we will pick the animal omen. What animal omen, what animal spirit is coming through for this person who is giving this message of the honeysuckle to our viewer? What is the animal spirit? What is their animal spirit that comes through this person who is giving the message to our participant, to our viewer? Okay, we have Ram on the back of the deck with perseverance. I feel that this person is calling you to persevere at this moment of time. We have Dragonfly, and we also have Unicorn. I am taking that this person, I'm definitely getting a feminine energy here, whether this person was male or female, but this feminine essence of being magical, of achieving the impossible, of being magnetic and captivating, of being someone that truly is otherworldly and just has this mystique about them. I'm also seeing we have good things here along with repopulation and something that is never truly yours. Especially with the something that is never truly yours, it is bringing out this idea of whimsicalness and this person's spirit, this person's consciousness and subconsciousness, their intuition, their being on the fifth dimension. That this person could manifest good things, did have a beautiful life, was able to repopulate their life and build their life in such a beautiful way that they were able to live comfortably, that they did have a stable home or were able to build a stable home for themselves. But it's this idea that, you know, this person that maybe they're captivating in the way that it's like they're a really good performer. You know, the performance is never really truly the performer, or like is the performer in the way that it's like the performer doesn't like sit back and experience the performance. And in fact, like even the way like what the performer may be thinking in this moment or how they may be feeling in this moment may not be natural to how that is perceived on stage. Where someone looks noble on stage, they may be thinking, oh, I look really, like, this feels very stiff and I feel very, like, out of, like, character in this, like, 5 seconds, but the way that it's perceived on stage is very, like, noble and it comes across very well. But in the moment, and that performer in the moment is, like, maybe not aligned with, like, their authentic feeling is not aligned with what other people are perceiving, which is very, very interesting. But it's this idea of, like, even, like, the, like, whimsicalness. It's, like, if you want to have that kind of play and fun, you understand that that's kind of a temporary thing. And you can replicate it, but it's this, it's an understanding that it's, like, even when you replicate it, those times are also going to only be for a temporary amount of time. It's only going to be for a short amount of time. And you can't live there forever. You can't live there forever. Okay, I'm getting that really this person's giving you the message did understand that, but there also might be a message here for if someone maybe in your past didn't understand that, and they might be coming through with a message of, like, this idea of, like, you came to the point where you're like, we can't stay in this, like, whimsical fantasy land forever. It, like, sometimes, like, life is beautiful like that and life is whimsical like that, but it doesn't always stay that way. We often find ourselves coming back to reality and coming back to real life responsibilities. So perhaps if that person stayed in that fantasy land and you didn't want to, there may potentially be a message here for you in this reading as well. But let us keep going. Let us keep going. We also have Fire Mother. We have Dependent. We have Love Grows Love. We have a Labyrinth. We have the Hold. And we have Protect Your Heart. Since this is coming up more up here and it's in the future, more up here as in it's to my right and it's up, which tells me to the right it's to the future, and then if it's the higher up it is, the more closer to the 5th dimension it is, or your conscious dimension rather than a 3D dimension like our reality on Earth or like an event that you would come across. I'm really seeing this is just a time of having your ducks in a row. You're gonna want to have like your ducks in a row so that if anything comes up, you already have a system in place so that you are protected. Or it's this idea of like a canned response of if someone crosses a boundary with you, you have like a default sentence to say that it helps you like eliminate the emotion out of it and helps you place a boundary with someone. I'm really just like also just getting like legalistic things in this moment of time of, but especially calling out for like a company, or if you have an LLC or something like that. If you have an LLC or you're adding on, or even signing a rent or signing a mortgage. It's really bringing up things like that where it's like if you have an LLC and you have products, you're going to want to make sure that like all of your like IPs or whatever you need, like all of that information is up to date, all your certifications are up to date, all your paperwork that you need is there. Again, with like a mortgage, if you're signing a contract, you know, reading it through, making sure that everything is straight. I really think that this is just calling out that it's calling out to get these things in order so that you're not dependent on others, so that your love can grow itself in the way that you want your future to unravel, that can unravel in that way and just like go smoothly. And also there's this idea here of being released from any burdens, or released from just any constraints that would just like slow you down, and just like kind of like that are like unnecessary obstacles. And it's something that it's like it's calling out that it's like you might have to go through a lesson that you like could have avoided in the first place. And helping you avoid this in the first place is make sure all your ducks are in a row, especially in a more like legalistic way. I'm also getting to that I really do think that I'm saying get the 3D stuff in line, because I think that you have to spend a lot of energy at this time right now, like also like straightening out your mind. So it's like if everything the 3D is like that the more systematic things already have a system and everything's already straightened out, then that gives you more time to emotionally process, or to process in your conscious mind things that may show up or may go astray in the future, or just things that happen, just life in general. We do have an opportunity here for huge growth, and this is going to come from your intentions, and it is very important at this time now to really honor your boundaries, to not just hang out with anyone, really protect yourself, protect your heart. When you are out, ask for protection, ask for divine protection. If you can feel that someone just doesn't have the right intentions towards you at this moment of time, please place boundaries that are going to keep you safe, in protecting your heart. Okay, let us see what this person has to say to you with our Divine Mother Kali Oracle deck. What message does this person have to say to you, this more feminine person, with the message of the Honeysuckle? Kamala Devi? Oh, very beautiful. You're a fierce warrior at this time, and it's like you are rising up. You are on a divine path and you are rising up. You are so graceful and beautiful, and you are meant, like you are meant for divinity. You are meant for the divine. You are meant to lead a very beautiful life. If this is someone who has passed on in your lifetime, they may be guiding you through the most beautiful and the most horrible moments of your life. Especially the more, if you see, like, if you, like, sometimes, like, you just get, like, lightheaded and you see, like, stars around you. If you, like, randomly come across a lot of dragonflies or butterflies, or just, like, this is so random. I'm like, or like you come across animals that like look sparkly, and genuinely in my mind at this moment of time, I'm like, no, like you come across a bear in the woods and it's sparkly. Oh no, you come across a fox in the, like a normal, alive, functioning fox in the wood and it's sparkly. I don't know, like, when the heckaroonie dooney would that happen? If that has happened to you, please comment down below. I want to effing know. I want to know. But there's something about this of, I recognize the path that you are on. I recognize the intention and the hardships you have gone through. And I think you have already start to see the signs of how beautiful your life like is going to be. I say is going to be because it's like you have to kind of like build up to that stability, and I'm really getting this feeling of like it's not all quite there yet. There is still some work going in to make sure that it is stable for generations. Not quite there yet, but I think you're starting to see the results of just how beautiful your life can be and how like you can build it to go that way. And I think that this person is really just coming in at this moment in time. They're giving affirmation to your intellect, to your intuition, and to your instinct. They are giving affirmation to your intuition, what your like subconscious mind tells you, your intuition, to your intellect, to your logic, and how you think things through, and how you maneuver things, and how you leverage situations for yourself, your intellect, how you think, and also your instinct, your animal instinct of how you move, how you feel, tapping into your feelings or listening to your feelings, listening to your gut feelings, listening to your sixth sense. Feeling something is often like feeling the hairs on your arms like stand up and getting goosebumps. Moving like an animal, moving with like strategy, moving with muscle memory. It is giving affirmation to all of that. It's also calling in right now if you need any guidance, if you need any grace, if you need any strength, call upon this person. Or pray to, maybe if this person is still in your life, or is still like living with us, if they ever referenced like a specific angel, if they ever reference a specific message or a specific affirmation, lean into that affirmation. That can give you strength, or the strength of your ancestors, or the guidance or grace of your ancestors. But it is calling out, you've had to be a warrior, you've had to be a leader, you are a leader, you are part of the divine, you do have the energy of the universe, the energy of God, or gods or goddesses, these entities, these deities of higher light, of divine source. You do have that shining through you at this time. You're a very multifaceted person, and it's really just cheering you on this path. This person is really just giving you so much sweetness, the sweetness of the honeysuckle, the beauty of it, the whimsicalness of it. It's really quite stunning. And I just want to remind you, with number 44 down here, your dreams are closer than you think. I think right now at this moment of time, there are either things that you know you can do right now that are going to help you, or you might be confused, and please ask for clarity. Please ask your angels for clarity, because they can give that to you right now. Because I have a feeling that it's like there are maybe like 2 or 3 actions you need to do, like a few actions where it's like very simple things, like literally just go online and sign up for this one thing. And I'm telling you, it's like, I mean, of course, like it's going to be more than just 3 actions before you start to see money, but it's like just sign up for these like things, like go like sign up for these like 1 or 2 things. Just do like the sign up work, like show up, and then after that this path will be laid out in front of you where it'll be much easier for you to, I don't know why I'm getting the energy right now, like it'll be much easier for you to get like an income with this, or like get more money with this. It doesn't have to just be income. It can just like put you on a path of, or even just like putting you on a path of meeting new people and being like associated with new people who can like bring in opportunities, or even not even opportunities, but also bring in like a mindset and a community for you. So I really do think right now it's like you're like so close. You're so close to finding something that can really make your dreams come true. Okay, since this person is coming out on a higher consciousness, I just want to see any signs or energies. Let's see signs first. Let's see any signs that they give you at this moment of time. What are some signs or symbols that they may give you or show up in your life as? What are some signs or symbols of this honeysuckle person who is a very awesome feminine energy, divine feminine energy, who protects this person? What are some signs that they may give this person while they are on their journey? What are some signs that they may give this person while they are on their journey? Okay, we have neutral energy on the back of the deck. Right in front of us, we have the Six of Cups and the King of Wands coming out in an intersection, which is very interesting. I believe it's telling me a lot of things. First things first, this is telling me if you are building a life right now, or if you are building a family right now, that kind of freedom and that kind of autonomy itself is an affirmation that this person is with you. If you have been working on something in the past that needs to come to more of a completion, I think there is more energy that can be leaned into that to make it more complete. But I will say this, it's also telling me right now that it's like if you would like this three-dimensional, this like more like monetary, business-oriented thing that is in alignment, but it is not like to completion, so it may not be bringing in as much money as you would like. It may not be I'm like how are like the ways to say this? It may not be growing in like the type of way that you like thought it would, or something like that, or it's like you're still working towards getting to your final goal. It's asking to lean into the flow of the 3D world, of like the three-dimensional, the flow, which is kind of like a weird thing to say. It's like the flow of material. It's like, well, this isn't water, like this isn't going anywhere. But this idea of like the flow of like the monetary, the flow of like, it's like how do like events and situations like come about? How does that cycle go? How are like the three-dimensional like buildings? How does like nature change? How does a building change? How does an environment change? Leaning into that pattern, leaning into that cycle may help you at this time bring this more into fruition and bring this to completion, especially on like the just like finance and business side is what's really coming out. That's more so from the past energy, but this energy of signs, it's signs of family. I'm seeing white bunny ears, protective dogs, protective cats acting like dogs, even like a lizard acting like a dog for some reason, pets acting like dogs, which is very funny. This idea of family, visions of families, even if it's like not your own, just like seeing, like coming across like families all the time that always look like picture perfect or always look happy, whether you're like out in real life or even on like social media, which is very interesting. And this idea of the creator, or hearing stories about people recreating their life, hearing stories about people literally changing their lives if you're going through that as well. This is all affirmation of signs that they are sending you. So just tap into what you're thinking at that moment when you see these signs. How do you feel at that moment? How would you give yourself divine guidance or wisdom in this moment? Sometimes we can be thinking negative things and we need to apply guidance there. Sometimes we can be receiving guidance, and that may also give us answers to any of our troubles at that moment in time. Okay, I just want to go ahead and see your past, present, and future in the 3D. So your past, present, and future in the, well, No, it wants me to do 4D. Okay, so 4D is actually, yeah, see, confirmation. Okay, so 4D is going to be more so your timeline. So that's going to be like seasons of your life and overall themes of just like where you're at in your life in terms of time. So what other 4-dimensional timeline for past, present, and future? Past, present, and future for the person receiving this reading, the participant, past, present, and future for the person receiving this reading. And also, I just want to add that since we're coming from this person's perspective, this dragonfly unicorn person, that this timeline might be from their perspective. So if it's not totally accurate, please just take it with a grain of salt. On the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands and we also have the Five of Cups. Queen of Wands being in a divine union with the King of Wands. So I do see that there is a balance here, especially between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, as well as between your conscious mind. Okay, well, there was a sign from them, but your conscious mind and excuse me. So your intuitive, your subconscious mind and your conscious mind, the 5D. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I guess I'm not going to say that message correctly, but I hope you get it. Otherwise, we're just going to move on. We're going to move on with that one. Wow, we have a lot of major arcana here. In the past, there may have been an awakening for you, especially around your boundaries, your emotions, what makes you happy, even like finding out. Sometimes we just need time. Sometimes we just need time to experience life, to know what we want to receive. And I think that this was really an awakening of finding out what actually feels good to you and why it feels good, or what doesn't feel great to you and why it doesn't feel great, and being able to finally decipher that, to describe it, and to be able to talk about it, and to enforce those boundaries on your life, within your interpersonal relationships, with your families, with your romantic partner, with your friends, with your colleagues. This can also be in your own home, how you decorate your home, why you decorate it that way. This can be in your career. You may have had a career change, but I'm also seeing that it's like you may have just had a perspective change within your career that led you to, maybe you're in like the same like field or industry, but you just like switched roles, something like that. Or it's like even like this perspective, if you stayed within the role, you gained a new perspective on this role, which made it much more satisfying in this moment of time. We have our 2 9s here, but we have the 9 of Cups right in front of us. So that is carrying through the energy of the past. Whew. This is like kind of bananas. Okay. It's like carrying through the energy of your past, and it's like a megaphone right here. And then it's blasting that out into the future. So I'm like, whatever you are like repeating or thinking at this moment of time, especially from the past, whatever you are dwelling on the past about, that is going to be like amplified by 10 in your future. Also, okay, so just in case you're wondering about timelines, okay, so if this awakening happened for you only 3 weeks ago, then I'm going to guess that this future is only going to happen in about 3 weeks. If you're saying that this awakening or this transition in your career or relationships, whatever, happened about 2 to 3 years ago, then I would say this future is going to be in about 2 or 3 years in your future. It's usually symmetrical for me, especially with like they're falling pretty equidistant from the middle. That's my gander. That's my guess if I had to tell you. But hey, if you want it to happen quicker, you can literally manifest it to happen quicker. Don't let me tell you nothing. Don't let me tell you nothing. Okay, but keep watching this video. Thank you. Okay. So this is also calling in, this is a wish fulfillment. You have good karma, and it's like you can take that credit, make a wish. I mean, right now really is a time of wish fulfillment, especially if you're coming up on the new moon at the end of February in 2023. This is going to be a new moon in, what sign is it? What's Gemini? Well, okay, then it depends if you're Vedic or Western. I don't know. Maybe I'll put in a tag on this video and I'll just tell you in writing on the screen when I Google it later. Anyway, I just know that that's a very auspicious new moon to manifest around, and if you do new moon manifestation rituals, then this can be a very powerful time for you. And this is just an additional affirmation that whatever wishes you have for your life at this point in time are absolutely, like, possible. It's possible. It can come in for you. And just being open to good opportunities, good things happening to you, just being open and ready to take on the best of life will serve you at this moment in time, because we also have the Chariot, the Sun, and the Emperor. So this definitely tells me you're definitely in line with your divine masculine energy. You're definitely acting with pure intentions. You're definitely acting out of integrity, which is absolutely lovely to see. I love it. I think right now, if you have any doubt in yourself, that it's like you're still going to move forward and you're still going to be happy, but that might slow it down a little bit. I think if you truly believe in yourself and you have honor in all that you have done with your life and all that you have built with your life, and I think if you take a moment in time to just celebrate that and be like, I'm so grateful for what I've done in the past. It's so amazing all that's happened in the past, and I can't wait for the future, and I want to see more for the future, and these are my wishes for the future, and these are my intentions for the future, and this is what I'm acting on right now for the future. I think it'll happen actually very quickly. And if you add to your manifestations, oh my god, I can't believe how quickly this happened. It'll happen really quickly. You some people can work with, oh my god, this happened in 2 weeks, and then it happens in 2 weeks for them. I like to lean more into the emotional side of, oh my god, this happened so quickly. Or like, I'm shocked to see the results today. I was so shocked to see these results this morning. Oh my god, it blew up overnight, etc., etc., etc. So then it's like, because like sometimes it's like, well, like your manifestation could have come in tomorrow, but then you said in 2 weeks, so now it can't come in for another 2 weeks, or it might like not come in at all. You see what I mean? So I just go rather with the emotion. But really, it's talking about right now, it's like, if whatever pessimism you have, it's not going to derail you off your path, but it may slow you down a little bit. You may be able to manifest some great, amazing, huge things right now, like a new car. Come on down, the price is right. Come on down for your new car. You may be able to manifest a pony. You may get a pony for your birthday. I don't know. That's between you and the person who bought you that pony, because ponies are not cheap. That takes a check, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm seeing that it's like, you can why am I thinking that? Like, you can literally manifest like a free car tomorrow. Like, that's how crazy fast it could happen for you. This could also be a new job position. Ooh, or like, I'm also seeing too, like in like the medical field. I mean, like if you're, it's really getting more of like, if you're a patient. I'm seeing a lot of things for, it's like a good time for, if you're in the medical field doing that work, or if you are a patient in the hospitals. I think that this will be a very like peaceful time for you. It'll be a time of relief. It'll move forward. It'll be a time of like being surprised and being like, oh my god, this is moving forward, and just like having like a lot of like being like, so like, yeah, just having like a lot of like relief and being like, oh my god, I'm so relieved that this like came true, and I really wasn't expecting it, but it happened. Yay. Amazing. But especially with the Emperor here, however you are showing up in the world, that is manifesting your future. And I think, well, I mean, this is your future. So whatever you are doing whatever you did in the past, whatever you're doing in the current energy, whatever you're doing in the future, it's all very aligned with the integrity, with the actions, with the purity, with the logic, with the intellect, with the protection, with the guidance, with the knowledge, with the leadership. Being a divine leader and being able to handle absolutely any obstacle that comes your way. Leveraging the problem so that it becomes the solution is what I'm hearing. And we also have Rams on the Emperor. I believe the Emperor is Aries, number 4, but we had the Ram on the back of the deck with perseverance. This kind of perseverance, this kind of leadership, this level of being grounded on earth, but also being on the mountaintop, so you're up in the air. So it's like this unity of the crown chakra and the root chakra. So the vision, like the overall macro vision, and grounding that and making that into reality. I'm really seeing that it's like you're already on this path. This is definite energy for your future. It's like you're already on this path. It will come into fruition for you. You will be placed where you need to be placed in order to make the biggest effect for people, because you are influential and you are helpful to people. You are helpful to the collective. You are helpful for your community. So you will be placed in the right places because you are that important. That important for this. This is very, very, very beautiful energy. I'm like, it's so beautiful that just in this like 3D, okay, this is like so beautiful in this 3D energy that I'm not going to go in any further. If you would like to see more information on your timeline or the 3D events that are happening to you or happening right now in your life and what is going to happen in the future, you can absolutely find a virtual reading option on my website, laneliaison.com. So I think that that's going to be better for personal reading as well, because this is such heavy collective energy and I don't want to get into specifics for the collective because it's like so much information is going to come out. So before I leave this reading, let's go ahead and get an angel therapy message from this person, this honeysuckle person for you. And I just want to see what information or what message they have for you with sacral chakra, which is going to be your orange chakra. This is definitely going to be a chakra that's great for you if you want to be magnetic and attractive at this moment in time. I like using the sacral chakra to attract love and romance and especially like longer term relationships. It can also be great for work as well, but just keep that in mind, especially if you would like to be magnetic at this moment of time. This card says you are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. Especially with this oracle message over here of getting everything that's systematic, getting all that in line so that you can focus your energy back onto yourself, onto your emotions, onto processing things. Just keep that in mind at this time of you may need a little bit more rest than normal, and that is fine. Wow. And we also have, I didn't even see this on the back of the deck, the third eye chakra. This card says it is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. We also have imagery here again of butterflies and of the owl. Definitely a lot of earth and air energy here. We also have the fire with Aries and our Queen of Wands and our King of Wands. But I'm seeing with the horses, with the rams, with the dragonflies, with the owls, with the butterflies that are on this card as well. Oh, I guess this was a unicorn, but this kind of does look like a horse. Anyway, just being like, these are very grounded animals of the horses and the rams, very earthly. And also all these air, all these air animals, all these flying beings. Really, I was just so shocked because this brought back this message of you are aligned from your crown chakra to your root chakra at this moment of time. You're definitely, I mean, it's like, I'm really like seeing, I guess like a funnel, but it's like, oh, like an hourglass shape, right? Where it's like your crown chakra is very open and your base chakra is very open. I think it does unify in your heart. It definitely does unify in your heart. You may be called to open up your heart more at this time. Oh, with the protect your heart, I remember. Okay. You may be called to open your heart at this point in time, but you're trying to keep it protected. Okay, so we can take the energy from our base chakra up and from our crown chakra down. Just take in the divine light energy and right now ask for all of your chakras to be cleansed of all energies that do not serve your best and highest good, and have this release through your heart chakra out in front of you, just pushing away from you, and have the divine light cleanse that energy, cleanse your heart, and go through your entire body, through each of your chakras, to release all that does not serve you, to heal each one of your energies, each one of your parts, each one of your chakras. Heal this to its best version of itself, to its most divine self. Let every single part be wrapped in golden divine light. And let these parts be fully healed to their best and most divine self. Let each of these parts be divinely protected from all energies that do not serve them, from all energies, entities, and deities that do not serve you. You will be undetectable to them. You will be fiercely and divinely protected in this moment of time. Your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your root chakra are all fully healed and protected in divine golden light. You may now move forward with your open and beautiful heart that is also divinely protected. So your spirit and your aura are respected, and they have boundaries that you know feel good, and have boundaries that serve you on this divine path that you are on. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, the Sun, the Emperor, the Chariot. You are awakened. You are awakened. It may not be comfortable at this time going through, the breaking through of the matrix, going through the breaking through of thinking your dreams can never be reality. But once you're on the other side, you will see why you had so much passion for this path and why you had to do this. Okay, I'm going to leave this reading here for you. Beautiful Divine Collective, thank you so much for joining me, Lane the Liaison, your Divine Psychic Medium, for this reading on the Honeysuckle. I know that this person has passed on in your lifetime. They are looking over you and they are so proud of the path you walk and the life you live and the pioneer that you are. This was absolutely such a beautiful reading for me to do. Again, if you would like any more specific energies for this reading, you can find personal readings on my website, lanetheliaison.com. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Bye.